What's up guys, and welcome back to Mud and Dust Media. And in this amateur hour review, we are testing the Moto Pro RR250. Now, if you have not heard of Moto Pro before, they are an importer of East Asian dirt bikes whose goal is to make the sport of dirt bike riding more accessible to all levels of riders by offering quality products at affordable pricing. The RR250 is the entry-level bike in Moto Pro's stable, with a 300cc and a 450cc on offer as well. Over the course of 2 weekends, we tested the RR250 on an Enduro and MX track to get a good idea of what the bike is capable of. So stick around as I take you through the specifications, pros and cons of the RR250. Cosmetically, the Moto Pro RR250 is a good looking dirt bike, and how can it not be with the Euro style plastics? From a parts availability perspective, this is ideal as you could just pop into your local dirt bike part shop and order up a set of plastics if you needed it. The RR250 comes packed with great features as standard, like billet wheel sets, billet triple clamps, billet folding clutch and brake levers, a grippy seat cover, a radiator fan, kick and electric start. The RR250 is powered by the Zongshen NC250 liquid-cooled single overhead cam 4-stroke engine, pushing out around 25 horsepower at 9,000 RPM, and the power is put down through a 6-speed gearbox. Compared to modern 4-strokes, it is down on power, but still has more than enough sauce to get you going at a pretty quick pace. Just a side note, and this might be an unpopular opinion, but I believe most beginner to intermediate riders can't really use the power modern dirt bikes put out anyway, so having less power is not always the worst thing. We enjoyed the linear power curve and the engine revs freely all the way to redline. We properly thrashed this bike on the Sprint Enduro track and had zero issues. I have no doubt that this engine would reliably stand up to hours of abuse, and spares are readily available through Moto Pro dealers. On the MX track, the RR250 had more than enough bottom end grunt and top end power to get around the track at a decent pace. I'm not a skilled MX rider by any means, and in more capable hands, I'm sure the bike has much more to offer. The RR250 also comes with an 8.5 litre fuel tank that holds enough fuel for those longer outrides. Chassis-wise, the RR250's steel frame has a bit more flex, giving good feedback and comfort on the track and trail. The RR250 also comes with 260mm front and 220mm rear disc brakes. Throughout our testing, the brakes had a good strong feel and initial bite. We experienced little to no fade on the Sprint Enduro or MX track. More advanced riders might prefer the addition of braided brake lines, but once again, for beginner to intermediate riders, the stock setup will do just fine. The RR250 comes with 43mm Fast Ace oil spring forks and rear linkage with a Fast Ace shock. We left the suspension on the stock settings, and it was more than capable of handling the riding conditions on the Sprint Enduro track while still maintaining a plush feel. On the MX track, the plushness of the suspension was forgiving, while again being capable of handling the track conditions on the day. Keep in mind the stock suspension is tuned for off-road use, so it will bottom out on bigger jumps, especially if you case everything like me. Pros for the Moto Pro RR250 are it's loaded with great standard features, it's got good suspension, brakes and handling, and it comes at a great price point. This bike retails for around 55,000 Rand. That is more than half of the price of any new Jap or Euro bike. The only real con is the lack of power compared to other 4-stroke models. Overall, the Moto Pro RR250 is a good fit for beginner to intermediate guys, offering usable power that won't kill you while honing your skills as a rider. The reliability is on point, with the majority of parts being available at any bike shop, and Moto Pro's extensive inventory of engine components has you covered. It's hard to argue against the affordable pricing compared to Euro and Japanese bikes, and I think the Moto Pro brand could truly make the sport more accessible to people in South Africa. For more information on the Moto Pro range, check out motopro.co.za. You can also find Moto Pro on Facebook and Instagram. So I hope you enjoyed this amateur hour review. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button and drop a comment down below of what you think of this dirt bike. Thanks for watching and thanks for subscribing, and remember to keep ripping.